Hi everybody, it's just such a joy to be able to be with my dear friend Dickson Shuwali in the Lower Shire district of Malawi in a little village called Maperera, where Dix has been doing Farming God's Way faithfully and diligently and with heartfelt wholeheartedness really through so many years. Dix, how many years have you been doing Farming God's Way for?
I've been doing Farming God's Way here for the past 18 years.
18 years.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's incredible. And we've all heard of the incredible stories and the incredible transformation of this land. I remember coming to this field in the early years where literally weeds didn't even want to grow in this field. It was quite something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like done. I mean, that was it. You know, when my dad gave me, he thought it's like, I mean, it won't produce anything to me.
Sure. How many bags did your dad traditionally get in this acre?
Like in a very good season, he could get 3 bags from the whole
50
of
kg
this.
bags, eh?
3 50 kg bags.
Incredible, eh?
Sure.
So first year you did Farming God's Way, you did planting stations to a high standard, but you didn't have enough blanket. What area of this field as a percentage did you do with God's blanket?
Like 87% of the field had no blanket.
No blanket.
But I was able to make planting station. Okay. Just 13% of this field, just down there, is where I was able to put blanket in. And I got 4 bags from that 13%, and the whole rest of the field, at 7% of it, I got only 1 bag.
So 1 bag from 87% and 4 bags from 13% with God's blanket. So I think you learned some lessons about God's blanket in year 1, right?
Absolutely. It was like an eye-opener to me, and even people couldn't believe, and it was like a shock to the community, and they saw Farming God's Way for the first time in action.
So you've been pretty convinced about God's blanket from the beginning, eh?
Right away from the beginning. After that experience, my heart was like 100% convinced this is the way to go.
Okay, so year 2, what did you get?
I got 45 bags.
So from 5 to 45?
Yes.
And year 3?
54 bags.
54 bags. I mean, it's getting incredible, right? And year 4?
Year 4, I got 69 bags. And one thing that you don't know, Grant, you know, in my our upbringing, I was so poor. And that night when I realized that I got 69 bags,
incredible.
Absolutely. And the Lord just broke my heart. And so this is just a huge blessing to me, 69 bags.
So in Malawi, you've been through floods, you've been through droughts. Last year in particular, very flooded. How deep was this field underwater?
I was like almost like 1 foot, and like all this field was underwater.
Okay.
And they stayed in there for like 2-3 days.
Wow.
And by the time the water goes down, like all my neighbors in their maize were like drying off, like stunted, they're like that shock, you know, but my field still remained intact. Survived. During that year, my crops still did so well. I managed to get equivalent of 113 bags from the same portion.
The reasoning for that is because of the porosity in the soil that's been created over many years of diligence, faithfulness, and the insect and earthworm activity has created these pores inside the soil, allowing oxygen to be locked inside the soil and allowing even roots to be able to breathe under 1 foot of water, which is an absolute miracle.
Yeah.
So we're now in another dry spell. In Malawi, they've had 8.5 weeks with no rain, and we've seen the neighbors' fields are famines written all over it, correct?
Yes. And I mean, the government has declared like a disaster. It's a national disaster.
So national disaster, and here we stand in your field, and your crop looks like this. I mean, it's just incredible there. How many bags do you expect to get in this famine year in Malawi?
Like I'm expecting to get 50 bags from these 2 sets, which is a lot already as compared to the traditional farming.
Even in the midst of the drought, we are getting exceptional results, and I just believe that it's so significant for the nations to be able to learn from this example. We've got a pathway that separates this field from the neighbor's field, and he's going to get literally a handful of bags, never going to have food security, correct?
Absolutely true.
And here you're going to be able to have more than enough for your family's food security and to be able to sell and make a profit.
Sure.
In a year with 8.5 weeks of a dry spell.
Yeah.
Come on everybody, we've got to get on board and learn to do Farming God's Way wholeheartedly. The secret is wholeheartedness, correct?
Absolutely. That's what I like. And whenever I want to do things here, I do it wholeheartedly. Sure.
Well, we've just been so blessed to be in this field and feel the presence of God here. I know you often come and pray down here, isn't that right?
Yeah, this is where I love to come and do my quiet time. It's like I feel God's presence so much intense and evident in this field. I just love coming here.
Oh, God
Sure.
bless you for your incredible work and your demonstration of farming God's way to the highest standards for the nations to be able to learn from you. We bless you and your family. May you continue to be able to walk this journey out and know God's favorable hand upon your lives.
Thanks so much, Grant, and thanks for coming. It's a blessing to have you here in my field and all what you have taught us coming into action. May God bless you.
Thank you. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 18 and 19 says, "Forget the former things. Do not hold on or dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland."